All right, let's work on problem number 18. It mentions right triangle XYZ, but they don't draw it. So for goodness sake, please, you draw it. Make sure you don't get lazy about that sort of stuff. Let's label triangle XYZ, and we'll make Y that 90-degree angle because it is a right triangle. We're also going to be playing with SOHCAHTOA in just a moment. Please remember that SOHCAHTOA stands for the sine of an angle is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. The cosine of an angle is equal to the adjacent over the hypotenuse. And the tangent of an angle is equal to the opposite side over the adjacent. So for our sake, I am also going to label these sides as A, B, and C, just so we can talk about them. Now, there is a key fact that the SAT folks love to test. They love to test this one. And the fact is that the sine of any angle is equal to the cosine of its complementary angle. Complementary means it makes it add up to 90. So I'm going to write it like this. The sine of x is equal to the cosine of 90 minus x. I don't know why they love this fact so much, but they do. And to help you visualize it, remember, let's take a look at the sine of x here. The sine of x would be the opposite side, that's A, over the hypotenuse, that's C. And let's also look at the cosine of Z, which has to be its complement. The reason we know that is because if a triangle has a total of 180 degrees, and I've used 90 of them already, that means I've got 90 degrees left for the combination of x and z. And so if I look at z, which we know has to be the complementary angle to angle x, let's look at the cosine of that. The cosine of z is equal to, well, look at that. The adjacent side is A and the hypotenuse is C. It's the same thing. So the sine of x has to equal the cosine of its complementary angle. So up here, we are told that the cosine of 20 equals the sine of x, and we know that x and 20 have to be complementary angles that add up to 90, so simple math tells us that x has to be 70 degrees. A little bit of a pain in the butt, but we got there, and if you know this fact, that problem gets pretty easy pretty fast.
Guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for all future notifications.